Glad you're spending some time with us. Matt Lee is here, and we're talking about the economy and the direct lineage between how city's economy is doing versus real estate.
Yeah.
Very intertwined. Welcome.
Yeah, thank you. So CMHC came out with their update, and it was just kind of the completion of 2015 and how it actually ranked against 14 and what their predictions, forecasts are for 16 and 17.
This is for Kingston.
For Kingston, yeah. Okay. So we narrowed in on that itself. And we actually had a PowerPoint presentation, and it's looking really good. I mean,
before we get to those stats and those numbers and those charts, an example would be Calgary. What's going on in Calgary right now?
Well, CBC came out and said that they're getting up to 9% of an unemployment rate, and I mean that's direct. Big. Yeah, you're looking at probably a direct thing between the oil sands and. When those things start to happen, you start to look at what's happening with the real estate and how it's dropping in the Fort McMurray area, and that's where you're kind of seeing that direct link. The jobs are starting to go away, and they're not as plentiful. I mean, people are coming in from all over the Canada. I mean, they're even being flown in even further. To actually work there, and if it's not there, then all of a sudden you have a problem.
So values, say some condos 3 or 4 years ago in Edmonton or even Calgary, really has dropped off.
Yeah, housing market in general, we can actually gather those numbers again, but I do know that they were down a significant amount a couple months ago. Let's
look at some numbers right now. Matt has prepared for us, and we're looking at the economic update for Kingston here. Yeah,
so the unemployment rate decreased to 6.6% from 6.8%, which is great, and the employment posted strong rebound in 2015. The part-time jobs are where we saw the major increase, and actually weekly earnings grew.
Now, part-time jobs growing, not necessarily a good thing. People want that full-time job.
Yeah, there is. What we have actually here is showing that the employment is at its highest that it's been in 2015. We jumped a significant amount, basically from 81,000 to 83,000, which is a huge jump. This is showing our earnings right now, and actually our earnings in Kingston over a weekly trend jumped 2.8% on the annual increase. The inflation only went up 1.9%, so we're way above the actual average inflation, which is great for Kingston.
And employment composition.
Yeah, so you're looking at the employment. On the left-hand side, that shows you what the full-time rate is, which is about 63,000. We're staying relatively steady with that. The part-time is actually increased from 2014 to 2015, a significant amount. And then the numbers on the right-hand side just show what the age bracket is of who's actually holding those jobs.
Okay.
Kingston population, this one I just pulled off, was actually at the bottom, and it showed that our average age in Kingston is 41.4. The youngest age on there is about 37.5 in Kitchener, and the average age oldest is close to 45 in Peterborough.
Just an hour and a half, 2 hours away. What a difference.
Yeah. Well, we're dealing with retirement communities. When you start to look at Kingston is a large retirement community, and so is Peterborough. So when you're dealing with that, it kind of just separates that age a little bit.
Let's compare how Kingston is versus, say, another city, a province or two away. We're doing really well.
Things are looking, we have this steady increase that goes up bit by bit. I mean, we saw the inflation was at 1.9%. We don't do these climbs and falls like other places, and I think that we have a lot of government work, and they spend into the private sector in Kingston, and it definitely just increases bit by bit.
Steady and healthy.
Yeah.
Well, I think I said it last week, if you're watching us from Vancouver or if you're watching us from Toronto, move to Kingston.
Yeah, come on in.
It's a beautiful city.
Yeah, we'd love to have you.
And we're doing well. And that applies to Belleville and also our neighbors in Brockville and the entire region.
Yeah,
we're doing
Things are looking good.
All right.
All right.
Matt's looking good.
All right, thanks.
Okay, thank you. Thank you, bud.